Hi, and welcome to the SMG Diverse Show, episode 131. Today we've got 11 or 12 songs we're going to feature from around the world, and we've got five co-hosts today. We've got Colin Kennedy from Kilkenny City Radio. Introduce yourself quickly, Colin. Who is Colin, one of the reviewers today?
Oh yeah, hi. I'm on community radio, Kilkenny City in Ireland, Southern Ireland, southeast of Ireland. I'm on twice a week, Tuesday mornings, Thursday afternoons. I play all sorts. I mean, you name it. Well, Scandinavian death metal, maybe not, but everything else is pretty much fair game. So, I do everything.
Hey, you're fantastic, and we only arranged this like within the last 24 hours for Colin to be here, so he's the first one. And we've also got Doc from the Doc House radio show. Doc, introduce yourself quickly, brother.
I'm Dr. Dog, been in the music industry over 40 years. I've been on the radio with MM Radio, MD Pod, MD Productions, and I just love to be here. Thanks, Sparky.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So my two captains, Captain Redbeard, Captain Greenbeard, introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I'm Mark Story. I'm a blues rock musician from the UK, and I've just released my debut. Well, no, I've nearly released my debut solo album. It's coming out on Halloween called Dark Voodoo Magic.
You're fantastic, Mark. Steve, who is Steve?
I am Steve Andrews, also known as the Bard of Ely, that is Ely in Cardiff, where I used to live. Big Issue magazine gave me that title. I used to have a column in Big Issue magazine. I live now in Portugal. I'm a singer-songwriter and an author and a poet and an environmental activist, and I've done a lot of other stuff. But yeah, I think like singer-songwriter, for this show.
Hey, you're absolutely fantastic, dude. Love you to bits. Gene, you're also going to be reviewing the music today. Who is Gene L. Thompson in a nutshell in the Peace Train? And welcome, Michael. Turn your camera on. You're the second or third guest, dude. So, Gene, introduce yourself
Hi,
quickly.
everyone.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jeannie L. Thompson from Canada, and I am the singer-songwriter for the Peace Train, but the Peace Train is actually a collective, so it's not all about me. So I'm really excited about this show because there's a lot of stuff that I've seen already that has great messages for peace for the world, and I'd love to have them connected on my YouTube channel. That being said, I'm also a poet. I have the gift of hearing the words and most often the music, and so I just write it down as soon as I get it because it's gone. And I also am a numerologist and psychic medium. That's a long story, so we won't go into it. But I have 35 years of information and gatherings to share about how spirit lives on the other side. So I'm 68 at the moment, and I'm coming out of hermit mode because the world needs to change, and I feel like I have a message. So thank you for inviting me,
Yeah.
Mark. I really appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you too. You're a very special lady. She's best friends with Dolores, hope I say her name right, from the Cranberries. And she is the one who's installed all the positivity back in me and gave me the drive and passion again. So I can tell
No, you did it.
all
Sorry
about
to
that. Yes,
interrupt,
I
but
did
you
it.
did
But
that for
now
yourself.
we're going to get to the first section, right? Because this is a 12 guest show. It might last 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. The first one is Kristen Nicole. Could you introduce yourself, Kristen Nicole, and what's the story behind your marvelous song, Who's Going to Throw the First Stone?
Hey y'all, hey! My name is Kristen Nicole. I am a singer-songwriter from East Tennessee, and have been writing for pretty heavily the last 3 or 4 years. Just won International Female Songwriter of the Year through ISSA, and this is my current release, Who's Gonna Throw the First Stone? And I always say that my messages are in the song, and that's my creative outlet, and I'm so thankful to share it with y'all.
Hey, you're absolutely fantastic. You're a little star, and it's an honour to have you here. Sit back and enjoy this marvellous track, song one of 12. And Michael, you're second. So if you can unmute if you can turn your camera on and get ready, sit back and enjoy this fantastic track, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
I don't believe I do. I think you guys might be able to hear.
should say.
Oh wow! I need to start that again. There's no sound, was there?
No.
Oh my goodness! Right, I'm so sorry. Steve just told me that in private. I have to share with the sound. Hey, start again. Kristen Nicole, could you tell us the story behind your song, and I'll share it with sound this time. What an embarrassment! But yeah, I was getting distracted there with other people, so forgive me, Kristen. If you could just introduce that again, I'll make sure it's all ready this time.
Absolutely. So, this song is, I sat down and wrote it one night. I always keep a book of thoughts, and I had been watching, of course, way too much media and stuff going on, and it just felt like a time that we are throwing rocks at each other for no reason at all. And so out of that birthed this song, and I'm just so thankful for the response, because we've all been the one had rocks thrown at us, and we've all thrown rocks at somebody. So I felt like it was time to release this one.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to throw the first stone by Kristen Nicole?
Jesus came into the town, taught the people there. Then came the Pharisees, brought her to the square, caught her sinning in the act, made the town aware. Jesus spoke to the crowd, there's burdens we all bear. Who's gonna throw the first stone? Who is without sin? Who's gonna take the next step where we all have been? Nobody lives a perfect life, we all stray now and then. Who's gonna throw the first stone? Who is without sin? They started leaving one by one, scattered all about. Well, Jesus wrote in the sand, gave them their doubts. Jesus started talking, told her what to do. Go and live right, so they can condemn you. Who's gonna throw the first stone? Who is without sin? Who's gonna take the next step where we all have been? Nobody lives a perfect life, we all stray now and then. Who's gonna throw the first stone? Who is without sin? No one wants to take the blame, no one wants to feel their shame. They would rather point at you, and they choose to walk away, live their lives in their own way. Jesus will have the final say, yes he will. Who's gonna throw the first stone? Who is without sin? Who's gonna take the next step where we all have been? Nobody lives a perfect life, we all stray now and then. Who's gonna throw the first stone? Who is without sin? So who's gonna throw the first stone?
Oh, it's very high level stuff, isn't it? You don't get to open the show for nothing. You have to be absolutely brilliant. So, fantastic stuff. Welcome, Michael's made it. So, let's see what the pros have got to say. Let me start with I think I heard someone leave by mistake. So let's start with Doc, then Mark, then Steve.
Wow, that was great, Kristen. I grew up with country music. You know, that's what my mom and dad played. And I tell you what, phenomenal. I love your voice. I love the track. I thought it was like emotional rich with the truth of really what goes on with people and how they interact. So Doc gives you thumbs up. Great job.
Thank you
Great job.
so much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Well, you're
Well
very
said,
welcome.
well said, well said. Mark, Steve, then Jean. Mark.
Kristen, you've got a fantastic accent. I mean, it just
Thank you.
it's like sunshine. It really is. Well, when the sound didn't come on first time round, I've always got the tracks that are playing on YouTube so I can leave a comment and subscribe and like. So I actually got to listen to it while no one else could hear it. So I've heard it twice in the short space of time. It's a great song, brilliant vocals, great lyrics. You look the part, everything's there. Like I said in the comments, the complete package. And the incredible thing is as well, it turned out an amazing song in under 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. And it just bang, does it, delivers. You know, it takes me like 5 minutes to get an intro done.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like we did pack a whole lot into those verses. And how we kept it so short, it blows my mind as well. So thank you.
It's incredible. That's brilliant. It's
Well
really
said, Mark. Well said. And whatever makes Andy Carr put a hat on like that, it's obviously kicking ass. So let's go Andy before you, Steve. Sorry, Andy, Steve, then Jean. What was your thoughts there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I love my country music. I just noticed I got this hat in the corner, so I thought I'll dress for the occasion. But yeah, absolutely loved it. Perfect, beautiful voice, brilliant production, well written, perfect piece of country music there. Fantastic work.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that so much. And I love the hat.
Oh, thank you.
It was awesome, wasn't it? Steve, Jean, and then our next guest is Michael, who can also say something because he's a country artist as well. So Steve and then Jean.
Kristen, I thought, you know, like Mark Story said, basically it was a complete package there, everything. Your vocals are fantastic, the production of the song was fantastic, the lyrics were fantastic, the music video worked so well with all of that. There was nothing that was missing. It was a complete package. Fantastic job.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. I appreciate it.
Well
You're
said,
welcome.
Steve. Jean and the Peace Train, my darling, what was your thoughts there?
Hi, Kristen. I absolutely loved it. You've got I've had an eclectic mix as far as great musicians and knowing them. And you've got a real hook there. Who's going to cast that first stone? And, I believe that blame should be spelled BLAH-ME. I'm feeling so bad, I'm just going to blame all my shit on you. And as far as the video went, I absolutely love your work with the sepia. Okay, the sepia color all the way through, and just you twirling around and singing, and I found myself just kind of swaying to the music. And you're a bright one, aren't you?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I was so fortunate to get to film that not too far from my hometown in East Tennessee, and it was a great area. And I always say, if I can't deliver the message, I can't produce it. It has to be something I believe in to deliver. So thank you for that feedback.
Well, I can feel your heart in the song, and it doesn't matter. A guy I knew really well named Ronnie Hawkins said, the song has to have a story and it has to have heart. And if you don't hear the heart in the song, then how's it going to touch somebody else's?
So good.
Thank you.
Well said.
Thank you.
Well said, my wee darling. Michael F. Rose, what was your thoughts before we get to your section?
Oh, you're okay. Well, yeah, I thought the song was amazing. I was just studying that this morning, and what was interesting, and I'll add to it, and if I get a little long, just shut me off because I can get going. But I think the beauty of that is casting the first stone is when they throw that adulterous woman before Christ and say, it's written in the law that she should be stoned to death. She's committed adultery. And Jesus bends down and he writes in the dirt, and what he writes in the dirt is the law. It's in Numbers, where it's not just her that she be stoned to death, but when he says, "You who are without sin, cast the first stone," he's looking right at the guy that was sleeping with her, because they're both supposed to be dead. Not just her, but the guy that was with her. And that's the guy that drops the stone and walks away. Then everybody else figures, well, if the guy that was just sleeping with her isn't going to kill her, then we're out of here. And music is medicine. And I'm just so proud to be a part of this with all you guys, because we're in these times where I believe what it says in 1 John 4:8, for he who does not love does not know God, for God is love, period. And there's no greater platform in the world than music to represent the reality of Christ and to, and God. I mean, God is just a word to describe the indescribable, but God is love. And we're in a time now where we see the world so full of hate and religions full of hate, hate, hate. If it's not of love, it's not of God. And I mean, with healthy boundaries too, right? Because I love my family more than somebody hates me. And if they come at me, they're going to be fighting love. And I think in music, we have that beautiful opportunity. And to be careful, and I'm just speaking about myself, is to make sure I don't make it about me. It's not about me. I didn't create me. I didn't create the gift that I have in songwriting. I didn't create my voice. So everything I have, every time I go out and play, and it doesn't have to be necessarily worship. Like that song doesn't sound like, I don't listen to traditional Christian worship music very often because it all sounds the same. It's the same production, same progression, same, and it's cool, and we can get everybody in their feels with our music. But once we crack the heart with the music, then through that little tiny crack, the hardest heart can be softened with love. And we do that when we're out. We do that when we're doing shows, when we're playing live. And one thing I always do, and my band's always like, oh no, here he goes. Because they know at some point during our shows, I'm going to say, 1 John 4:8 says, for he who does not love does not know God, for God is love. How many people here choose love over hate? And every single person raises their hand for love.
Everybody chooses love. Everybody chooses love, Michael. What a great comment, man. You can talk. You're right. You can talk for Idaho, man. Kristen, that was our first guest, Kristen Nicole. Till the next time, darling. You're fantastic. Hang around as long as you can, and if you have to leave early, you'll see the full show tomorrow. So from Tennessee, we're heading to Idaho. Michael, introduce Bad Horse as your project and the story behind your song, I Need You.
Well, it's an interesting time with Bad Horse because we just finished, we were supposed to go into the studio, but I took a break because years ago, I have a master's in theology, but it came from a church that was teaching all kinds of wild stuff like rapture. I'm sure you guys saw, the rapture is on September 23rd. Hallelujah. No, it's not. What we have to do is love each other and get to the point when Christ comes, and no man knows the hour of the day. But between now and then, we have to and love wins. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness will never put it out. Never has, never will. And that's, so when the guys in Bad Horse, who I don't know necessarily their faith. I mean, I know one of them, it's a dichotomy of different beliefs, and we all function within that. And we never bring up politics and we never bring up religion, but we're in a time now where I had to get back to teaching. So everything as far as that goes is kind of on ice, I think, while the band's kind of watching like, okay, what's this crazy guy doing now? And if preaching the gospel is crazy, then Bad Horse is done. I just, there's no more time to wait and not bring this message of love to the world. And when I see what's going on in the UK, I mean, it's not just there. Everywhere. So we really need to use music as a platform. I am really struggling right now with attention. I came on here today because I love you. I don't know. It's kind of a weird time for me. I don't feel like I don't want people staring at me. I want people looking at Christ.
Hey man, you're a fantastic person, and you're a world-class artist, right? For anybody that doesn't know Bad Horse Band yet, sit back and enjoy this world-class stuff. God is Love, I Need You by Michael F. Rose project, Bad Horse. Boom.
years I fell in love with all the things I thought I knew. Living in a dream world till the day that I met you. Thought that I might never find the reason for my rhyme. Now that I can see that I was blind, I need you on Sunday morning. I need you like crops need rain. Your gentle whispered warning, should I drift off course again? Lord, you're my holy water when I've got whiskey on my mind. And I've wandered around this world enough to find that I need you. I need you. I need you. I was running round in circles, half crazy most of the time, wondering why I could not turn this water into wine. But you're the one that loved me when I couldn't love myself. You were there when there was no one else. I need you on Sunday morning. I need you like crops need rain. Your gentle whispered warning, should I drift off course again? Lord, you're my holy water when I've got whiskey on my mind. And I've wandered around this world enough to find that I need you. Yes, I need you. Lord, I need you. I need you. Now as I look back at my life and all the things I put us through, living my life my way left me nothing more to do. Wandering through this desert, tempted all the time, there was only one thing left to find. I need you on Sunday morning. I need you like crops need rain. Your gentle whispered warning, should I drift off course again? Lord, you're my holy water when I've got whiskey on my mind. And I've wandered around this world enough to find I need you on Sunday morning. I need you like crops need rain. Your gentle whispered warning, should I drift off course again? Lord, you're my holy water when I've got whiskey on my mind. And I've wandered around this world enough to find that I need you.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. I don't tell no lies, and it's not directed at anyone, but we need to stick to 10 minutes a section, or we'll be up to 3 hours or so. We'll try our best anyway. I'm all right for time, but I don't know about all of you. Do you know what I mean? Let's see what the pros have got to say. Megan, you're the next guest, so you can say something here as well. So we'll go Doc, Redbeard, Greenbeard, Gene, and then Megan. So yeah, Doc, then Redbeard, Greenbeard.
Very inspirational song.
Creators, take these 3 apps up.
Doc?
That's one of the biggest things I can say. It's just, it kind of took me back. It's a very inspirational song. I am a Christian, and I was really touched by your song. So kind of lost for words right now. So thanks. It was a great song.
Thank you, back.
Well, I said, wasn't it fantastic? Mark, then Steve.
Well, all I could think of is, like, if the rest of the songs tonight are as good as the first 2 songs, we're in for one hell of a show, because both the songs I've heard tonight should be lighting up the airwaves on a regular basis. That's a great song. And I get what you're saying in the fact that you're expressing your faith through your music without making it obvious. So the song can be interpreted in other ways, but from your heart and soul, that's the message you're giving across. And I thought it was a fantastic song, and I thought your vocals were absolutely outstanding. I love the way they go up, and the way when you hit the chorus, and yeah, it's a great tune, man. Really good.
Appreciate it. Thank you, brother.
I said, Steve.
Michael, I agree with everything that Mark just said. And for me, what really shone in your song was the vocals. There was so much just what I called them in the chat, like passionate, soulful, fantastic vocals. You could really feel, what you were singing about, the emotion in your vocals. And I thought the production was absolutely fantastic as well. So, what Mark was saying, that both the songs so far have been top quality. And, I got to agree, indeed, yours was as well. So, yeah.
Well said. Kristen's want to say something as another country artist. How can I refuse? Is it Kristen?
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, my internet was bleeping out there for a little bit, but I did catch the ending, a good chunk of the ending, and I'm like you. I think we share the same passion in that there is a lot of positive music out there that is the same sounding. And above all, I think that the world needs more positive music. I think that one of the reasons I think music is so important is because it tells the story of the times. And I just feel like this song is so timely. So solid work, great job, and keep it going.
Thanks, Kristen.
Well said. Jean, what was your thoughts here?
Wow. I just say, holy, where did you come from? Anyway, I'll be subscribing to your channel. You know what? I really liked how you used the landscapes. And I could just get in the car, because a lot of times I find, when you're in the car, that's when you do your best work. Or you could be going through something and just driving. And like, that is just such a driving song. The other thing is, I don't know who mixes and masters your stuff, but the combination of bringing the music up and down and not drowning out your voice, and then when you stopped, three-quarters of the way through it, and then there was this little instrumental. Johnny Cash is sitting up there going, "You rock, baby."
Yeah, that's high praise. Thank you.
I said, Megan, what was your thoughts before we get to your section?
I really could hear the passion in your voice for your message, and I like the positivity of the song, and I really like the way it flowed. It's definitely driving music. You got a great voice. I totally dug the video. I think you did a great job.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Megan.
Well said. That was Bad Horse. He didn't even know he was coming on this show until like 10 minutes before it. So we've been mates for a while. It's your second appearance. Love you to bits, man. Sit back and enjoy the rest of a marvellous show here. Michael F. Rose, get him added. What in love.
Thank you, guys.
So from Idaho, heading over to Washington, returning to the show for Megan's story. Introduce yourself, my dear, and the story behind your song, Alone.
Hi, my name is Megan Story. I am a singer-songwriter from Washington State. I play all over the place, though. I've been from New York to Hawaii. I like to get out and do my live thing. But Alone is more of a song that was written when I was kind of in a dark place, and I was reaching out to people, and I just couldn't find anything to like hang on to. I was looking for something to latch onto, something to be different, change my life, make some changes for myself, better choices. And I came up with this song, and I just feel like I want people to know that they're not alone either, that people understand.
Hey, it's absolutely wonderful. Love you to bits, me dear. Honestly, sit back and enjoy this. Marvellous. She's got some style here. Alone by Megan Story. There's not only one M Story in the family, there's two. Haha, sit back and enjoy song 3 of Maybe Just a Living If the Muddy Waters People Don't Come.
It's a whole new level of alone I've found. Like I'm 10 feet deep down underground, and no one hears me screaming, not a single fucking sound. 'Cause I'm alone. I'm alone. No one ever seems to be around when I need them, when I'm feeling down. I look in all those places, but no one's ever out. And I'm alone. I'm alone. And not a single fucking sound. 'Cause I'm alone. I'm alone. And I'm reaching out to you right now. Can you find your way to me somehow? I'm so lost and overwhelmed right now. Can you find your way to me somehow? I'm alone. I'm alone. And I wonder if I'll ever be enough. I wonder if I'll rise above. This life is full of twisted lies. I need some real love. 'Cause I'm alone. I'm alone. And I'm reaching out to you right now. Can you find your way to me somehow? I'm so lost and overwhelmed right now. Can you find your way to me somehow? And I'm reaching out to you right now. Can you find your way to me somehow? I'm so lost and overwhelmed right now. Can you find your way to me? I'm alone.
Story, ladies and gentlemen, just fantastic. Love it, love it. Let's start same order. Let's go Doc, Steve, Mark, and let's see something this time. Someone else, Andy, and then Jean's our next guest. So, yeah, Doc, then Mark.
I love the vocals. I love the lyrics. I love the mix. You know, you guys don't know. I've been a musician over 40 years, but I'm a percussionist. And as a drummer, we listen to things in songs a little differently than the guitarists and the bassists and stuff. I mean, I connect a lot with the low end. I look for the beat, how it makes me feel. But yet I think drummers also pick apart the songs of every instrument. They have to kind of get into that feel of everything going on. And so you'll never hear me be real technical like a lot of these guys are that talk about tempos and are not tempos, but just different things that guitarists do. And I don't do that. But I want to say that it really moved me. I mean, it gave me that beat, that low end, everything I look for in a song, a great song. It was there. So great job, phenomenal job. It was a great track. I'd add that to my playlist. It was very great.
Well said, well said, well said. Do you know, instead of Jeannie being next, we're going to make Dawn next because our signal's not the best. We're going to, while she's still here, Dawn will be the next guest, right? So go Mark, Steve, Jean, and then Dawn if you'd like to say something. Andy, you can say something next time. So captains?
Yeah, Megan, that was quality, absolute quality. It's got a bit of an Alanis Morissette vibe to it. But I thought it was a really, really good song. It really got the point across, which is what a song should do. And I was most impressed.
Thank you.
Well said. Steve?
I thought, it was excellent vocals, lyrics, and it was kind of surprising as well, but like how it developed. Towards the end, it changed, and I really liked that as well. There was like a change in how the song was going. So yeah, top quality song.
Jean, what was your thoughts there, maybe, darling?
Oh, thank you so much. You're a great lyricist, but I really like songs that are, speaking of raw truth, and I could really tell you were writing for your life there, but it also didn't take me right down and leave me in the snake pit either, because you were reaching out for that help. And I love to gather information. It'd be interesting to find out just how fast you got it, because I'm pretty sure that when you were singing that over and over again, somebody heard you.
Well said, Jean. Well
Thank
said.
you very much.
Well said. Dawn, what was your thoughts before we get to your section? Dawn?
Yeah, hi. What was my thoughts?
On that song, did you hear much of it just before we get to your section? Did you hear much of that last song? Yeah.
Not at all, any of it. My internet signal is behaving terribly.
Well,
No, my internet is behaving atrociously.
I did think that there. So just to make it fair, Andy, would you like to say something so Megan gets 5 reviews and then we're on to Dawn's section?
Yeah, man. No, they sounded fantastic. It sounded quite simple, but there was so many different little things I was hearing. I loved it when, I'll not say it myself, I loved it when you dropped the F-bomb.
Thank
That
you.
was brilliant. Yeah, unexpected.
My favorite word.
Yeah, it definitely added to the song. Then after the middle 8, and it broke down a bit, and then I was singing along near the end. So you've got a fantastic chorus straight away. Great work.
Well said, everyone. Well said. So Megan Stoney, till the next time. One love, me dear. So from Washington, heading over to South Africa, I return to the show for Dawn. Melanie, introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song, Cold? Ooh.
So I'm Dawn Melanie. I'm all the way from South Africa, hence my atrocious internet signal sometimes. It's African signal. It does funky things. I am a storyteller and a songwriter. I'm a multi-instrumentalist. I play a bunch of different instruments, dominantly guitar though. And Cold was actually a collaboration between myself, Jukka Rottinen, who's from Finland, and Joe Brady from the USA. And we teamed up across 3 continents to create what we feel is a particularly unique kind of like alt rock ballad.
Hey, it's absolutely fantastic. Sit back and enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. It's just song 4 of 11. Absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, man.
A dark and shadowy night, it falls on the path that leads to my heart. Walk the icy blue, clouds are gray and close, dark and shadowy night, it falls on the path that leads to my heart. The dark of many nights, the snow, it falls forever. Alone and in the cold, I love the frozen tide.
fantastic stuff again. Don Melanie, just love it. Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Doc, Mark, then Steve, first feet at the moment, and then we'll let Nick say something this time, and then Gene, you're the next guest. So, Doc, Mark, Steve.
Love the melody, vocals. I love the vocal blend on that. It was really nice. Nice flow to it. I like that bottom inflow, the beat. It was a great song. Great song.
Thank you so very much.
No, you're welcome.
Wasn't it just? Mark, Steve?
Quality, it's amazing. It's amazing. Great song, Dawn. I really enjoyed it. It's really haunting. You could feel the cold in the cold. You know what I mean? There's no, even without the video, you could feel it. It's almost, you could almost see the frost in the air. Yeah, great song. Put me in mind a little bit of, I don't know if you've ever seen the program Vikings, but the beginning of Vikings, it had that kind of, I can't think of the word, but it's got this really beautiful atmospheric tone to it, and that was awesome. It's brilliant, fantastic.
Well said. Steve, then Nick.
Dawn, I thought the vocals worked so well with the contrast between the male and the female vocals, and then actually how you were joining together. You could see the both of you on the screen.
Thank you.
That was there. I thought that worked really well, and also the kind of the dark, haunted, feel to the song, the mood of the song. I think I called it in the chat. Yeah, I did. The mood of the song, and then the visuals of the video fitted with that really well. So. Yes, I thought it was excellent.
Thank you so much, both of you guys. Thank you.
I said, Nick, what was your thoughts here, dude? Nick?
I've really enjoyed it. I actually reminded me a little bit of early Katie Lang, or a little bit of Ani DeFranco in there. I mean, it had a real haunting, kind of mystical feel.
That was fantastic, wasn't it? Gene, what was your thoughts before we get to your section?
Well, when I first heard it, I thought, I just pictured, almost like a siren sitting on a rock, and kind of like almost like a dirge, and I loved the way the videos and the harmonies were very good. But, the old Gregorian chants and stuff like that, that's what it felt like to me. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Well said, everyone. Dawn, Melanie, until the next time, you're fantastic. She's got a bad signal there, but I think we just made it. So from South Africa, we're heading over to Canada. Jean L. Thompson and the Peace Train. I love this wee lady. Introduce yourself, and what's the story behind your song, There Is No War?
Oh, hi there, everyone. I hail from Ontario, just a couple hours north of Toronto. And the song There Is No War is on my 2020 tribute album for Dolores. But I actually recorded it right after, or wrote it right after 9/11. I remember about a week before 9/11 happened, I was getting these really bad headaches. And I remember saying to my partner, who actually was the lead guitar player for Ronnie Hawkins and the Hawks, and worked with Garth Hudson and Levon Helm from the band and all of that. And I said to him, something bad's going to happen. And of course, we had the same birthday, but, he was always kind of refuting my psychic stuff. And then the next thing they put it on as like, put your TV on. I never watched TV. I was always out in the yard. And I actually got this song after 9/11. I laid down underneath my locust tree in the backyard, and I asked the earth for a healing. And when I woke up, true story, there was a dragonfly on the blanket, and his little eyes were moving, and he was going like this. And I rolled over, and the whole song came out. And the other thing I want to say to Dr. Dog is all the drums on this song are organic. I made this. There's an African djembe. There's even, walking sticks on a cement, on an old wood floor. And I don't profess to be the best guitar player. I just do rhythm, and I hear it. So what I do is I record it on my phone. And then when I want to sound really good, I hire the Weber brothers. These guys are absolutely amazing. So they helped me create this. I wrote the lyrics, but I'm giving them all the kudos for the musicianship, because without them, I wouldn't have anything like this. So please enjoy. There's a lot of symbolism in it. There's even the trains from Auschwitz in it. And my daddy was a veteran in World War II. He was a soldier. He was actually, he was an experiment for them. So.
Hey, you're absolutely lovely. She actually sang this live to me when we had a meeting last week for like 90 minutes. We spoke for Love You to Bits, Gina L. Thompson and the Peace Train. And this is There Is No War. Very, very special stuff. And Dolores is the lead singer from the Cranberries, is who she speaks of, her best friend, so she was.
Well, she told me it was a good one.
No, it's a good one, all right. Sit back and enjoy One Love.
There is no war that is holy. There is no war that is good. Why don't you spell war backwards? Then more would be understood. There is no war that is righteous. There is no war that is free. For the price of the innocent victims will be paid by the ones who don't see. I believe that peace is the way. I believe it can come today. When we all pull as one, love will get it done, 'cause we believe. There is no war that is worthy. There is no war that is right. 'Cause the reasons they're given for having them are blacker than the darkest of night. There is no war that brings freedom. There is no war that brings joy. 'Cause the fear that they're constantly spreading is a spell they use as a ploy. I believe that peace is the way. I believe it can come today. When we all pull as one, love will get it done, 'cause we believe. There is no war that comes calling. There is no war that makes sense. For fear bears the seeds of destruction. Love is our only defense. There is no war that is special. There is no war that is new. All the deeds and the seeds of illusion are held in the hands of the few. I believe that peace is the way. I believe it can come today. When we all pull as one, love will get it done, 'cause we believe. All together now. We believe that peace is the way. We believe it can come today. When we all pull as one, love will get it done, 'cause we time to live life and let love reign. No more anger, no more greed. It's time the dove is finally free. No more anguish, no more fear. Time for peace is really here.
Absolutely beautiful stuff, Gene. Gene L. Thompson in the Peace Train.
Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah, love it. I'm sure everyone would like to say something. Let's go. Did Doc, you first, Doc, Mark, and let's get some ladies in here. Some Megan, would you like to say something? Megan and Kristen. Oh, excuse that noise there. Doc, what was your thoughts?
Great meaning behind the lyrics. I love the vocals. I mean, I love the vocals. Really surprising sound of the percussion. Loved it. I really did. I loved it. The video was great. I love the mixture. Again, going back to the mixture of the percussion, the amount that's in it. A lot of people think drummers are just drummers. They just play a drum set, and that's not true. A true percussionist plays all different types of instruments, and I was so impressed, especially when you said it was organically done. I mean, I've really never heard of that term, but phenomenal job on the whole thing. The ending was really quite I don't know. It was kind of like haunting in a way, but it was just a great ending. It was just a phenomenal ending of the video. So great job. Give you thumbs up. Great job.
Well said, Doc. Was it Kristen? Then
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah,
The ending.
that where the production, where it cut back on the music, it was such a powerful part of the production, and it grips the audience. And that's what we want to do with the music. We want to get their attention, and this totally does that. And I think you nailed it. Percussions, organic percussion, it's awesome. Fantastic job.
Thank you.
Well said. Well said. Megan, then Mark.
I think it was a beautiful song. I really liked the way that it was written. I really liked the message. I love the ending. I think it was really well put together.
Thank you so much. The ending, the picture at the end is actually an artist friend of mine who was born with club feet. And so she calls that painting blue marble.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, well said. Well said. Mark, then Steve.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it a shame that everything just goes round in circles, doesn't it? I mean, here we are again, trying to get the same message across that was put across in the 60s, you know, that war is a complete waste of time, a complete waste of life, and a complete waste of energy. And once again, it's up to the musicians to put that message across, the voice of common sense. And you definitely did that in that song. That was fantastic. What I loved about it, other than the fact it was a great song, was that it just kept getting better and better. And when it got to that vocal bit at the end, that was just the cherry on top. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. You got the message across, Gene.
Thank you so much.
I said, Steve, what were your thoughts before we get to your song, Citizens of Earth, Citizen?
Gene, I thought that was absolutely amazing. Like in every way, the message was coming over so strongly. There was so much feeling. And then the production, I know I keep saying the production on it was phenomenal. And the way that there were all the different images coming into the video. And, you know, like Mark was just talking about, you know, the 60s peace and love, and that was in there. And like, you know, Yes, and he's right. You know, we've gone round again, and still, like, after all those festivals and people talking about peace and love and no more war and peace signs and all this, and I was part of all that, here we are, you know, today with wars going on, and not just wars, but like divisiveness, division, and hatred between peoples, because peoples are just being divided all over the planet. So we just see this all the time with the politicians basically causing division, and the media, you know, basically promoting division. And so we have not just the wars with soldiers wherever it is, but we have like fighting on the streets between the people. So we're like really in a time of war. And the more that we have messages of peace coming over, you know, to the people is what we need. And I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So yes, that was.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, with the Weber brothers, they came up in Canada, to Canada when they were 17 looking for Ronnie. And I found Bush was in power, and I found out that they were going to be conscripted. So I wrote an email to their parents, and I said, if you want to see your boys, you got to come up to Canada to visit them, because they ain't going across that border until they're too old to fight. And so our collective people, it's like, who's going to feed them this week? Who's going to house them? Who's going to pay them under the table? So that's what we did. I love my boys. They're in their 40s now, but I'm dating myself. Thank you, Steve.
You're fantastic. Well said, everyone there. That's Gene L. Thompson and the Peace Train. Until the next time. Welcome Paul Mash TV here. He does interviews as well for people. So he's here to pay a little comment or two here. So from Canada, heading to Portugal, Steve Andrews, tell us about your Citizen of Earth song.
Okay, Citizen of Earth song is actually an old song that I wrote sometime in the 90s. And it's on this album, which is Songs of the Now and Then, which basically all the songs on there were produced by Jace Lewis. And the idea of the album was I was going to take some old songs and ask Jace to, you know, produce them and update the songs, give them a new spin. And there's some new songs on there as well. But Citizen of Earth, as I say, was an old song. I would call it's a kind of a protest song. It's a song commenting on the world as I was seeing it then, and as I see it now. It's talking about demonstrations. It's talking about failing nations. It's talking about all these things which we still have. And it also talks about the Roman Empire, because I was feeling this then, that basically I said, like, the Roman Empire has not gone away. And I feel that basically the system that the world was under in the time of the Roman Empire, it's much the same today. We had patricians and plebeians, we have the fabulously rich, the elite people, and then we have all the rest of us and the poor people. And so the rich still get richer and the poor get poor. And, you know, it's the same system. And we have like the people at the top, the emperors, if you like, call them the oligarchs, call them whatever you want, the fabulously rich. And so it comments on that. And what you're about to see here is this guy, Simon C., was a friend of Jason's, and he very kindly made this video for me. You know, he said, you know, would you fancy like an animation to be made of it? I said, yes, please, you know. So you're going to see now an animation version of my song, Citizen of Earth, as produced by Jace Lewis. So Sparky, Citizen of Earth. Oh, one more thing before we get there. I just wanted to say as well, I make reference to, this was a cult TV series, probably back in the early 60s, The Prisoner, starring Patrick McGowan as number 6. And basically the whole idea of that series was that he was in what was called the village, and whatever he did, he could not escape from the village. And at the beginning of each show, he used to say, I'm a free man. And then he was laughed at, basically, by the controllers who were saying, no, you're not free. He could not escape. So in the song, I make reference to that. I say, just not another number in this land, because he was number 6. So that's what that's about. And it was like a series that I watched, and I've watched it, several times since. But anyway, that's probably enough about the song. Sparky, take it away, please, with Citizen of Earth.
You got it. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
I think it's time for a demonstration. Tired of living in a failing nation. Bad news of tomorrow. The bad news of tomorrow. A citizen of Earth is who I am. I'm gonna get by any way I can. A citizen of worth is what I am. Not just another number in this land. Make you sick. Everybody's looking for a dog to kick. If you're looking for luck, then take your pick. Here's another incredible prize draw. Another incredible prize draw. A citizen of Earth is who I am. I'm gonna get by any way I can. A citizen of worth is what I am. Not just another number in this land. I'm sick of all of these envelopes that take away your money and take away your hopes. If you're not rich, how can you cope? Under commercial exploitation. Under commercial exploitation. A citizen of Earth is who I am. I'm gonna get by any way I can. A citizen of worth is what I am. Not just another number in this land. The Roman Empire was much like today. Patricians and plebeians and social decay. Until the fires burnt it all away. The ghost of Nero still fiddling. The ghost of Nero still fiddling. A citizen of Earth is who I am. I'm gonna get by any way I can. A citizen of worth is what I am. Not just another number in this land.
Steve Andrews, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic stuff, fantastic. Doc, you want to go first? Then let's go Doc, then Gene, then Dean, Dennis, sorry. Doc, Gene, Dennis, just can't.
Yeah, I love that driving bass. That's a bass at the beginning. I love that driving bass coming in. I love that a lot. It's been really interesting, all the songs so far, and yours was like the cherry on the top so far, that it really speaks the truth about what's going on in the world, what has gone on in the world, what still is going on in the world, what we need that we don't have, some of us, and what we need more of. So again, it's great lyrics. I like the groove of it. Again, I just like something I can follow along that I don't lose interest in. And a lot of songs out nowadays, for me at least, you hear them and then you just kind of lose interest in it. You don't stay in tune with the whole song, and that I did with. So, great job.
Well said, well said.
Thank you so much.
Gene, Dennis, then Shane.
Well, again, there, Steve, you are an amazingly gifted person when it comes to writing simple, straight to the point lyrics. and you've always got like you've got a really strong message in most of your songs that I've heard so far, but it's almost like somebody's telling you off, but you're nodding like they're patting you on the back. It's like it's like it'll hit you. It hits you right in the gut. But it's like you're standing there going, they're there, but listen to what I have to say. And it's very compelling. And this one, well, I liked all your videos and symbolism, but the animation in this one was pretty incredible because as somebody who loves symbols, you used a lot of stuff in there. I really liked the wheel and all the crap coming through the door and stuff like that. It was just great, Steve. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you, Gene. And the video images were actually chosen by Simon C, who made it. I mean, and I was very pleased with everything that he was doing. So, yeah.
First off, I got Simon Says. Do what he says.
Well said. Well said. Dennis, then Shane. What was your thoughts here, gents?
I agree with what Shane said in the chat. I'm a big fan of like this kind of punk vibe it has. It reminds me of like this old school British punk kind of vibe, and I love the bass guitar is super catchy. The vocals, same with that. It just gets stuck in your head. I feel like it's something I'd listen to like driving my car, which is where I consume most of my music. Just very catchy and really it just like sticks. Really good.
Thank you, and I'm just going to say, like, I got into the punk thing when punk arrived. I went through the hippie thing, and I was then into the punk thing, and I think like all of the music that I've been influenced by, it's all got something to say, and I said, like I think I said earlier when I was introducing myself, I'm a poet, so I write the words first, and then so I'm concerned with getting my message out. That's really what I'm about. So. Yeah.
Well said. Shane, what was your thoughts here, Dad?
Like I said in the chat, it's got a real punk vibe to it, but it's not an in-your-face kind of, shouting and being loud. It's just sitting back, telling your truth and being real about it. It was really good.
Well said, Dad. Well said. Mark, what was your thoughts before we get to your section?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Steve, I mean, you're a man of many talents and you approach all of those many talents with the same drive and passion, in equal measures. And definitely in your music. Obviously, I'm very familiar with your music. And you've got this ability to just write a hook line in every one of your songs. There's this hook line that you'll be thinking about for days afterwards. You did it with Climb Through a Rainbow, you did it with the reality song, and you did it with this song. All your songs, you've got that little hook line in there, and they get in there and they don't leave. And what I love as well is the fact that your messages that you put across in your songs are very much needed today. So you are a star, sir. You know that.
Thank you, Mark.
Well said, everyone. Love you, Steve Andrews. Till the next time. So, from Portugal, heading over to the UK from one sexy beer to another. Mark Story, introduce yourself, dude, and tell us the story behind When the Levee Breaks. It might be a cover, I believe. You tell me more about it, please.
Yeah, okay. So, I spent 2 years doing this solo album. I did everything on it, so it took a while, and it was a fantastic experience. I learned a lot from it. And then I had the dreaded job of getting it onto the streaming sites, which is alien to me, but I got it done. It's coming out the 31st of October, and the single from it is coming out on Saturday, the second single. But I also like to do covers, and I do some covers on TikTok, which just means an acoustic guitar, maybe with a backbeat. But I've got this video program called InShot, and it gives me the ability to actually put myself in a video more than once. So I'm a big fan of Led Zeppelin, and I love the song When the Levee Breaks, so I thought I'd have a crack at that. So it's the Mark Story band, Mark Story and the Mad Hatters, having a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun with Led Zeppelin's When the Levee Breaks.
You're absolutely fantastic, man. Sit back and enjoy. of You to Bits Mark. When the Levee Breaks, covered by Captain Redbeard, Mark Story. 4 more songs to go, ladies and gentlemen. imagine there was four of them. Imagine there was four of them. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a scary thought. Mark, I love you to bits, man. Fantastic. Doc, Nick, and then Gene. Would you like to say something first here? Doc, Nick, and then Gene.
Well, Led Zeppelin's been a part of Doc's life for forever, since, back in the 70s. And, I got to say, you covered it masterfully. I really loved your version of it. Your videos are always phenomenal, dude. Always. And I am so impressed with your ability to perform all the instruments in it. Love the harmonica. Just a great version of that song. Great version.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Troubadour, what was your thoughts there, brother? Nick?
Yeah, I was, it was funny. I was thinking about how different that is, and yet still familiar. Obviously we all know the song, and it was kind of. I spent some time in New Orleans and well, just in general in Louisiana a few years ago, and actually only about 2 years ago. When you drive around and you see the levees and you see the disaster and you see the kind of what's still left over from Katrina even. And I thought, that would be a great thing to add to some of the background. I'm very impressed by the video production that you do, and I don't really know anything about that. I just put music up, and I don't have any video. But the way you got the 4 parts all visually, and of course, recorded, it's an impressive thing to do. And it is a little softer and a little more bluesy.
Yeah, well said. There's voodoo blues. That's right there, I think. What you saying there, Mark? Gene?
Yeah, well, Mark, it must be nice to know some of your personalities. I liked how you lined yourself up there. You're never alone when you can meet all of them, right? But I also like the fact that, you have such versatility with your music playing. I got to tell you, I'm weak for harmonica. I'm just absolutely weak. And I love how it sort of had an R&B feel to it. And then especially when you brought in the harmonica, and the song really lent itself well to the black and white. It was almost like, 4 mimes, people that were miming, sitting there together. It was really cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for your kind words.
Steve, what was your thoughts there? Steve, and then Andy, who's also the next guest. So Steve?
Mark, I always end up saying this, and I'm going to say it again, that what really impresses me and, amazes me basically is you manage to do it all. You play all the instruments and you sing and you produce the video and the whole thing. It's just like, it's incredible because I don't do very much. I just sing a song, I write a song, then I play the guitar maybe, and, and then I get somebody else to do the production and you do everything. And I said the other day that as a one-man band, you achieved the magic of being a one-man band with 3 versions of you in it. Today, you've gone one up on that you're a one-man band with 4 players. And, so what can you not do? You do it all. And absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Steve. As you well know, I have severe mental issues, multiple personality disorder, and they just keep growing. But yeah, cheers. I just love doing that sort of stuff. It's just a bit of fun, and I just really enjoy it. So thank you, Steve. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Andy Carr, before we get to your section, what you got to say, brother?
Nice. Yeah, fantastic, Mark. I'm a massive Led Zeppelin fan. Just echo what everyone else has said. It's great to see you doing all the parts. I think when I was seeing people's comments, someone said attitude. Hell of a lot of attitude playing that. Yeah, brilliant work, my mate.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you very much.
I said, everyone. Mark Story, love you to bits, dead. Look at him cuddling his teddy, look. Here we go. From England, we're going up to Wales. Andy Carr, second time on in 2 weeks. Introduce yourself and the story behind your song, Settle No Score.
Okay, nice to meet everyone. My name's Andy Carr from North Wales. I'd just like to say I've loved everyone's song so far. It's been brilliant. So this song is one of my songs. There is a studio version, but this is a live version.
Sorry, I found the studio version, and I'm actually going to play it just for the sound quality.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
no
sorry,
worries,
mate. I went above your head and done that.
Yeah.
So it is the better
Yeah.
sound one, but not the live video.
Yeah,
So
no worries, mate. So this is the studio version. There is a live version. But also, yeah, this is the second time I've been on this. So I don't comment as I'm going. I'll follow everyone on Facebook when the post comes up, and then I'll go down the YouTube playlist and I'll comment on everyone's and subscribe to them.
it's a very cool.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
Hey, no hope about it. You know that by now, dude. It's just time. Settle No Score by Andy Carr. 3 more songs to go after this. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
It's Friday night, we're both drinking alone. No consolations here. I just don't wanna go home. Go ahead and talk, I'm not listening no more. I don't need your excuses, I won't settle no scars now. Take me outside, and if you want to, 'cause I'm not afraid of the things we might do when we are in the mood, and the things we might say when we are in the free zone. Go ahead and talk, I'm not listening no more. I don't need your excuses, I won't settle no scars now. Take me outside, and if you want to, 'cause I'm not afraid of the things we might do when we are in the mood, and the things we might say when we are in the free zone. Go ahead and talk, I'm not listening no more. I don't need your excuses, I won't settle no. Time and time again now, I said I know I could have done more, but I know it's not fine when you turn up at night. Oh, talk, not listening no more. Need your excuses, I won't sound no, but I'm trying to fight all these feelings that I thought had gone. And now I realize when I look in your eyes that love's still strong. Instantly all I wanna do is tell you that this time I'm gonna try hard, don't bite my lip twice. No, I'd rather spend this life with you, though only be a few that say it's not true. Once bitten is twice shy, and now I understand why. take me outside, and if you want to, 'cause I'm not afraid of the things we might do when we are in the mood, and the things we might say when we are in the phrase. So go ahead and talk, I'm not listening no more, and don't need your excuses. I won't stand on those scars. Go ahead and talk, I'm not listening no more, and don't need your excuses. I won't stand on those scars.
Oh, Andy, you're getting the big B word. That was beautiful. Oh, man, fantastic. Love, love, love it. Doc, you start again. Doc, Mark, Steve, and I'll get another two in. Doc, Mark, Steve, Gene, and our next guest is Nick. So we'll just do it that order if that's okay. So Doc, Mark, Steve.
What I love about music that it takes you on a journey. It can transform you. It can remind you. It can make you think. There's so much that it does. And I tell you what, you nailed it. I love the mix. I love the vocals. I love the relatable lyrics that's in there. Just nice job. Nice job.
Thank you, mate.
Well said, well said. Mark and Steve.
Yeah, I mean, Andy, I've been on quite a few of these shows. I've got to say, this is going to go down with me as one of my favourites. The music on here has been fantastic tonight. And you, my friend, have delivered a song which is primarily your voice and guitar. And it just is all it needed. I love the sound of your voice is just a great voice to hear. It's got a warmth to it. No matter how much pain or angst you're putting into it, there's still that kind of soothing warmth to it. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you. Cheers, Mark.
Welcome, man.
Steve and then Gene.
Andy, I'm a singer-songwriter myself, and I can kind of recognize quality singer-songwriting, and I think you've got it. You know, I think that was just a fantastic song, and I liked the intro, and I liked how it developed, and I tell you what I really liked, and I said this in the chat, that I like the feeling in your vocals. There was a lot of feeling in it, and that came over. And like Mark just said, it was just basically just you singing and your guitar, but you didn't need much more than that. It was actually, it just worked. You delivered what you had to say to the listener.
Yeah, thank you. It's a very simple arrangement, but I think getting the feeling across is probably one of the most important things for a singer-songwriter. And it's an old recording. It's about 12 years old, but I'm doing lots of more recording now.
It matters not, and you know, some of the people the singer-songwriters that have influenced me most are able to do that. They're able to get something. Neil Young is one. Bob Dylan is another. Those guys, they get over what they want to say with their vocals, with their words, and just a guitar.
And I get torn between doing just guitar and vocals or throwing like 12 guitars in, and there's no middle ground. It has to be.
It just delivers. And
thank you.
Fantastic.
Well said, Steve. Well said, Steve. This show's a bit longer than usual. A couple of people had to leave, but we'll hear the rest of it tomorrow. So, Gene, what was your thoughts, my dear? Gene?
Andy. Well, first of all, I love your voice. I love your accent.
Thank you.
And to me, it's like it's very easy listening, and the chord progression, like the way you build it up. But I've heard a lot of really amazing music, and it's all different. But it almost like we've all bonded together, and we have the same message. The thing I like about the simplicity of your song is that it isn't overproduced. Okay, so that would lend itself well to you going on the road and doing a small intimate concert, or you rocking out with a band. And I hear violin when that
definitely
like I hear violin and flutes, like, and it all built up. But that's the beauty about a simple song.
Yeah.
because then you can get all the other musicians so excited. They're hearing all this other stuff. So I really liked it.
Thank you. And it has been a great show. Everyone's music, it's just all complementing each other. And
it's
Yeah,
not
well, I haven't commented either because I haven't figured out how to do that.
oh yeah, I don't want to turn it off by mistake.
It's much harder on your phone to put the comments in, to be honest. It's really hard, you know. Nick the Troubadour, what was your thoughts before we get to your section?
Yeah, I actually was very big on this one. This is my opinion, one of the best produced songs I've heard. And I love the vocals. It reminds me so much of the 90s kind of singer-songwriter resurgence we had, and kind of those bands like, I don't want to necessarily compare it to anybody in particular, but I had a feeling of sort of Stone Temple Pilots or something of that nature. It just had a really great organic feel to it. I'm thrilled with this one. It really, and like others have said, you can feel other music that could be added to it. I could see this live with mandolin in the background, kind of a la bands like REM in the 90s, or like say a little fiddle music, as we'd say down south. But yeah, just beautiful. Maybe even it's just, I don't know. It's got a very adult sound to it, and I really like that. It's definitely a standout song.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you so much, Nick.
What said everyone? Andy Carr, love you to bits, my man. Until the next time. All right, so from Wales, we're heading over to Georgia / Florida. He's a native of both. Introduce yourself, Nick. What's the story behind your song? Bad Choices and Big Ideas.
Well, this one actually has a story. I mean, they don't always. This started out as a comment my dad said to me back in the 90s. The song was written in the 90s. It's been recorded before, but this is a recent recording. It was, I had a lot of, I've always been a dreamer, and I've always had a lot of creative ideas. And he talked about, trying to guide me as a musician himself. And I had no direction. I had all these different thoughts and ideas, and I never really pursued any of them, actually, until recently. But he said, your problem is you got too many big ideas and you make too many bad choices. And I wrote it down, and like the little back file of my head. And not long after, I thought, if I reverse that could be something. And actually, the song sounds like it's more about a love relationship, and that is kind of the basis of it. But I just loved the phrase, and that's what happens a lot of times for me, is I always keep like a notepad with me. And when somebody says something, or I say something in a conversation, I write it down, and who knows when I'll use it. But this one was pretty much around 97, I think I wrote this song. It's a little longer than I planned. And to be honest, one thing, I didn't do a protest song today. I have tons more of them, but we will get to those one day.
Yeah.
I think this is it's a little more of an alternative rock sound or something, I guess, which being a folk musician is a stretch for me.
Hey.
And I do want to mention, I also play all the instruments in my songs.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to do video production.
Hey, you're fantastic.
So
Nick.
I hope you guys enjoy it.
Hey, they'll love it, man. It's your second appearance in 2 weeks, and you're actually coming back on tomorrow, so I'll see you even sooner. Bad Choices. And
oh yeah,
Nick the Troubadour. There's 2 more songs to go, ladies and gentlemen. Love.
get away, I'm so gone. Oh, that right, I can't find my phone. All the pain is stuck in hell. It's pinned my freedom, I must get out somehow. Bad choices, big ideas, bad choices. Big ideas, bad choices. Big ideas, all these dreams won't come true. Bad choices, all up to you. Up to you. All up to you. Listen, my fear, I need it here. Come down to me to see my fear. I can't be saved, won't you near? Damn my heart, no, who cares? 'Cause if I change, well then will come. I am too smart to be this dumb. Hear my words, see my work. I could be your lover, baby. Oh, but I'm so hurt with bad choices. Big ideas, bad choices. Big ideas, bad choices. Big ideas, all these dreams that won't come true. Bad choices, all up to you. All up to you. All up to you.
The Troubadour, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic stuff, man. Yeah, something said that voice, just wunderbar. Fantastic. Doc, you say the first thing. Doc, Mark, Steve, and I'll get the next song loaded up. Acts of Abolition.
You know, it had a really nice gritty feel to it. I like that. I like that a lot. I said it before when I was on last night, when your song was on. You've got a really good voice. I like that. I'm again impressed with any artist that can perform all the instruments on their tracks. You know, that's one thing Doc regrets, not picking up more instruments along the way and just staying totally with percussion. I wish I had expanded. So I give you credit on that. I love the mix. Great job.
Well said. Mark, then Steve.
Yeah, hey Nick, it's good to see you again. I remember the last song you brought to us when Ice Comes to Town was fantastic, and you've done it again with this one. I love your sound, man. You've got this. It's very raw and it's very real, and I like that to hear. I don't like songs that are too polished or overproduced, and I just love what you do. I just think you're a real force to be reckoned with, to be honest with you. So yeah, more power to you, brother.
Appreciate that.
I said Captain Redbeard. Captain Greenbeard.
Nick, Mark was just saying you have like a rawness to your sound, and like I said in the chat that I was thinking you have what I call the spirit of rock in your vocals and in your guitar, in your music, in your sound. It's not overproduced. It's not too polished. It's raw. It reaches. You've got that. And I thought that, you know, that song, it did that. It had that feel, that rock feel to it. Not like some fancy, you know, on the stage, you know, polished, maybe like, you know, me like costumes or whatever, not some kind of glitzy rock and roll, but like just you.
No glam for me.
Just raw.
My influence is definitely Linda. Yeah.
And I thought it was great, and the other thing as well with the rawness is there was like a live sound to it, and I could imagine like if I was catching it live, I would absolutely really enjoy that track because it had that rawness, that rock sound.
Well said, Steve. Well said. Michael has to go. Give him a wee wave. And Michael, you can see the rest of the show tomorrow. Michael, if Rose has to go, he's got another meeting. Jean, what was your thoughts? Jean and then Shane. Jean?
Well, it's Jeannie too. Okay. Anyway, I'm out of the bottle, but I keep it in the corner to remind me from whence I've come. But Nick, this is the second song I've heard of yours. I can't remember what the name of the first one was, but it was a protest song, and it's your voice. You know what? That one almost gave me shades of Apocalypse Now and Jim Morrison actually. And this is this is the same, just like feeling, and I can feel the passion in your voice, and it goes back and forth between blues and rhythm and blues and rock, and you just you got it covered. I've already subscribed to your channel.
But well said, Jeannie. Well said. Shane, what was your thoughts before we get to your section, brother?
For me, man, like I like the southern grit of it. Like I could hear ZZ Top and just the other southern angst and really the grit of it. It was great.
Well said, well said.
Appreciate that.
Nick the Troubadour, until the next time, dude. One love, one love. So
absolutely. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. From Georgia to Montana. Shane, introduce the band and the story behind your song Planes. It's Acts of Vol. Could you say it for me, please? I get mixed up with that word.
As in free will. The name comes from basically a weapon of free will, and that's my guitar.
Wow.
The song Planes that you're going to play here is inspired by basically the Iraq War, written about 15 years ago. Just kind of me and my buddies' thoughts on, what we thought about the war and how it's just kind of bullshit. So enjoy.
Hey, all the wars are bullshit, man, aren't they? And it's all because there's big companies making a lot of money from them. How about this? It should be illegal for any companies to make profit off of anything to do with making equipment for wars. How's that for a policy for a government? But sit back and enjoy this marvellous track. It's a bit heavier than the other ones. It's a diverse show bit, and it's diverse for a reason. Sit back and enjoy wonderful music here. Enjoy. bunch of filthy animals. Huh? Absolutely.
Oh, fuck, that was great.
Brilliant. Shane, love. Everybody's getting a chance to say something.
Thank you.
Quickly in a circle, Doc, Gene, Nick. Nick was thrashing it there, man. I wish I'd heard. I was trying to, Doc, then Gene.
Shane, man, I'll tell you what, from the very beginning, bud, that was bumping, dude. That was bumping. I love the sound, the intensity, the drive, the lyrics. I love the percussion in it. Definitely a headbanging mix, dude. Phenomenal job, man. Definitely.
Well said, and the message is special. Ginny.
Holy wow, I didn't expect a pseudo rap song. Yeah, that was incredible. I had my eyes closed because I was listening to all the musical pieces, and I loved how you had that guitar, the first guitar, just like keeping the beat, and the drum track. It was very simple, and then when you wanted to make your statement, it was like brrr, like that, and then when you went into the other progression with the guitar, and the other guitar was in the background. I don't know. I think I don't know. I went somewhere else. I think I was off planet for a minute. So thank you.
Well said. Nick, then Mark.
Well, I gotta say, as somebody who's not at all an aficionado of metal, that was phenomenal. I mean, it reminds me of like Type O and like, all of the stuff my friends grew up with, really, it got to me, man.
Well,
I really liked it.
Well said. Mark and Steve.
Well, Shane, I am really wide awake now. I am wide awake.
So's his Teddy. Look, his Teddy's
We're
woke
just
up.
about to go out to bed with some cocoa, It's like I'm awake now. What's weird is that we've had a few songs tonight dealing with the subject of war and peace and so on and so forth. And if people didn't get the message from the earlier songs, there's no way they're not going to get the message from that song. I mean, that just like, is it, okay, let me kick you in the head and get this message across. It's brilliant. It's like, it's dirty. It's heavy, and yeah, fucking brilliant.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you very much. Fuck yeah.
Well said, Steve, and then Andy.
Shane, like Mark just said, I thought it was fucking brilliant as well. and basically, it was like, I don't know what genre you call your music, but it was heavy. So I was thinking this is heavy metal, but I was thinking, no, maybe it's punk, because there was a kind of punk anger in it as well. And I like the vocals, because sometimes in the metal, I can't really hear also in the punk, I can't really hear the vocals, but your vocals I could hear. So what you were singing about and what you were saying, it was getting out, it was getting to the listener, And I thought it was really excellent. So yeah.
Well said. I never heard you doing the F word before. That was brilliant. Andy, what was your thoughts there, brother?
Well, that's a hell of an axe you've got, mate. Fantastic. And Steve, I was going to say what Steve just said then. Obviously metal, but very on the heavier side of punk as well. Just fantastic. And also, I worked out how to comment then. I don't know if Mark can answer this, but have we surpassed the F-bombs on this? What's the most F-bombs you've had in the show?
I think that maybe takes the biscuit, aye.
I think we might have done it, yeah, because we've had one from Steve. Shane did about 27, I think I counted.
Damn it, I'm going to say on tape, it was fucking dynamite, wasn't it?
Oh, there we go. That's got to be it now, isn't it? Yeah. No,
well said, Andy.
Fantastic work, Shane. I love that, mate.
Well said, man. Dennis, what was your thoughts before we get to your section, brother?
It just blew my face off. I thought it was great. Really, really catchy, great riffs, vocals on point. Everything was great.
Don't say fuck.
Well, I kind of do in my song.
Hey, honestly, Steve, Shane, love you to bits, man. Fantastic stuff here. I mean, I
Guys,
do
appreciate it.
metal shows, rock shows, and all that, but the diverse show is just the most common one. And what a great addition to the show for the next time. So from Montana, we're heading over to North Carolina. He was on the show last week, showing us the softer side of him, but he's got a heavier side to him as well. Dennis, introduce yourself and the story behind your song Alcoholism.
Yeah, so real quick, my name is Dennis Ashton. I'm an electronic music producer. I'm a singer, songwriter, composer. A lot of people are going to frown on this, but this alternative metal song, I produced it all electronically, but I wrote it all myself, put my heart and soul in the composition. It's about my past. The end talks about getting sober. For the video, the reason there's like a demon is because metaphorically, when I was drinking, I felt like I was pretty much demonically possessed. Mental health issues, worsening, self-harm, loss of free will with feeling like I had to keep drinking. And I love the positivity of the show. I guess I kind of came to throw a wrench in it, but I think some people need something dark just so that they can relate to it and to help them cope with their problems. So this is just something that a lot of people go through. And even if you haven't been through it, I hope you can relate in one way or another. And I hope you can, I hope it helps you cope with your problems somehow.
Hey man, congratulations to you for getting over your stuff. And I told you before, if you need a big brother, I'm here for you, my man. Sit back and enjoy Dennis Ashton with Alcoholism. Last song of the show. Fantastic it's been today. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
As blood drips down my wrist, I guess things took a darker twist. I look at myself. I've been fighting demons off the shelf. I know that you want me dead. One day you'll take my breath until there's nothing left. No heartbeat in my chest. If I keep going on like this, sinking my life into the abyss, I've lied to the ones I love. I'm reaching out to God above. Living through this disease, it's brought me down to my knees. I can finally see you haven't spared me. I feel like you possess me. Every drinking spree ends in misery. Influence also fun at first. Now I'm headed into a hearse. You wanna push me off the ledge. I know you want me dead. And I drink and drink and drink, vomit and bleed and cry and ride. This has become my life. So many times I've given up. When will this ever fucking stop? Pouring this poison in my cup, drinking like it's never enough. I know that you want me dead. One day you'll take my breath until there's nothing left. No heartbeat in my chest. If I keep going on like this, sinking my life into the abyss, I've lied to the ones I love. I'm reaching out to God above. Living through this disease, it's brought me down to my knees. I can finally see you haven't spared me. I'm gonna get some help before my future melts. When will I learn from the past? Every relapse was one of the last. I don't wanna die like this. I don't even wanna live like this. There is no more bliss. This time I really gotta quit. I know that you want me dead. One day you'll take my breath until there's nothing left. No heartbeat in
my chest if I keep going on like this, sinking my life into the abyss. I've lied to the ones I love. I'm reaching out to God above, living through this disease. It's brought me down to my knees. I can finally see you have been steered me.
As of now, I haven't drank in years, but this is how shitty it can be. I got outside help, and through that, even divine intervention. If you're looking for a sign to get some help, this might be it. I wrote most of the Sicky P during my drinking days. Admittedly, I recorded the vocals and released it when I was already sober. I felt weird about it, but the songs were stories of how I lived and experiences I had while mostly living in denial. This song is the darker side of that lifestyle. After I wrote about those fun times came the bleeding and the dark thoughts. I think I wrote the intro of the song Sick way later, once I was sober and saw my past denial.
Dennis Ashton. Do you know something, dude? Most people don't get out of that bad lifestyle. Most people end up trapped in it forever, and many people, I mean, it's a reason to block out pain and all that. People go there because they have to deal with trauma and everything else, isn't it, usually? And in my opinion, if you're ever under trauma, stay away from the drink. If you need to do something, I smoke. It's much safer and it's a better place to be. If you need to do anything, stay away from the drink. The drink gets you nowhere really. But that's just my unprofessional opinion. I shouldn't have said that in my show. Doc, then Jeannie. What was your thoughts here? Doc, then Jeannie.
Well, I'll tell you, Doc can relate 100%. I've been there, done that. And the message that your song has put out is something that people need to listen to. I think people that have never been in that situation will never comprehend how bad of a hole you go into and how hard it is to pull yourself out. And, it's a bad thing. And, I was really in touch with the song all the way through. I mean, your vocals, the video was phenomenal. Just the way that, again, like I said earlier, music makes you transform to so many different levels in so many different places. It makes you think, it makes you remind you of things. Great job. That's all I can say. Is phenomenal song.
Well said. Well said. Jeannie, would you like to say something to Dennis?
Oh, yes. Having spent a couple of years underneath a plant pot with a 40 and a 26er and bag, you know what? I was overcoming my husband's suicide. And that is an amazing song, the lyrics, but, thank you for telling your story. The other thing I really liked how you shouted and then you got soft. You shouted and then you got soft. And the ending blew me away. That was really cool because I wasn't expecting it. Of course, I don't expect anything. I just sit here in the moment. But the ending was really cool because I felt it brought everything together, and just listening to your talking voice about your story and just asking people, listen, if you can take something from what I have to say, then, my work is done. So thank you very much.
Well said, darling. Well said. Shane and then Nick. Shane?
Dennis, the dissonant section in the middle really reminded me of the way I felt when I was in the depths of alcoholism. There's a cognitive dissonance of what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then to turn around, the next minute and take that next drink, it really embodied that for me. So good job.
Thank you.
I said, Nick.
Well, I was taken aback at first. And I thought, wow, this is really heavy and in your face. And I started looking at the video and the imagery, and I saw this sort of androgyny between the characters. And I thought, that's interesting. That's really theatrical. Reminded me of, like the Meatloaf level of theatrics or something of that nature. But it has this, this heavy heavy metal feel. Obviously, I mean, almost like death metal and speed metal fast. And then that dissonant part, it makes me wonder if you studied, Stravinsky or was a big Zappa fan or something, because you did have this well that you kind of found, and then there was a soothing, peaceful part that kind of brought it back. Like, oh, okay, you don't have to be afraid of this. This is you're working through it. You're getting somewhere, and the ending. I will also mention is just wonderful. The way you talk to the audience and you say, hey, if you're going through this struggle, there's hope. And I know plenty of people who drink, and I know plenty of people who shouldn't. And unfortunately, what usually happens in my experience is those of us who don't have a problem stop drinking because of the people we know that do. It's such a weird turnoff. I've got friends who cannot survive without drinking, and it's hard to be around them because it makes you not want to do the things that you want to do. And that can be for any substance, but I mean, this is specifically about alcoholism. And it is a funny thing because it's one of those like many drugs of our culture. You cannot just take a little, you have to just get rid of it all the way. And it tends to separate people. And there's plenty of functioning alcoholics, but it's not a life you should live. If you have a problem, you should seek help. You should find friends. You should change your lifestyle if you have to. And as musicians, it's such a culture of excess and drugs and alcohol and sex and fast cars and all that kind of stuff. And you just have to find a way around it. You got to find somebody to help you, support you. And I think this song's a phenomenal message of that.
Well
I'm
said.
very impressed. And the fact that it's done all digitally, wow.
Do you know, see, like
Just wow.
drinking as well, sometimes you have to let go of some friends and that you love or whatever, because it's show me your friends, I'll show you your future. I mean, you probably did have to stop running about your best friends to stop it, but that's part of, just what you need to do in this life. Andy, Mark, and then Steve. What a great show this has been. Andy and Mark.
Fantastic. Great song. Again, the emotion in your vocals, as several people have said, the spoken word at the end was fantastic. But I think only you know as yourself what you're dealing with. There's such highs and lows with different people, but brilliant. And I think music, it is like almost like therapy. So we're not making lots of money out of our music, but without putting it down, recording it, you'd explode or something. I think it's brilliant what you've done, and particularly the spoken word at the end. Hopefully that'll reach out to people and it can help people. So yeah, brilliant work, mate. Fantastic.
I said everyone. Mark and then Steve, the two captains here. What's your thoughts here?
Well, I've never really developed a relationship with alcohol. I just never really took to it. But I can appreciate this song from the point of view of the observer, in the fact that my ex-wife was a full-blown alcoholic, so much so that we separated because of it, and she lost the children because of it, because I ended up taking them on because the alcohol was just destroying their lives as well as hers. And my best friend is still my best friend, another one who is really dependent on alcohol. And the thing I observed was that it kind of brings out the schizophrenia in people, because people that maybe don't drink, when these people aren't drinking, they're beautiful, and they add alcohol and it turns them into a different person. And it's heartbreaking to see it. I mean, it broke my heart to see it, and there was nothing I could do. In the end, I had to let go of her hand. So I totally get it. I did a song on my album called Give Me Strength, which is actually about alcoholism. But what I loved about your song was the fact that you had these beautiful haunting vocals in the verses, which is personality number one. The personality saying, I can't keep doing this. I've got to stop it. I really need to do it. And it's a tough one, that one, because it's so available. And then the more aggressive vocal which was almost like the alcohol's kicked in, you know. So yeah, man, that was great, and full like, I mean, nothing but respect to anyone who can get on top of that demon.
Well said. You know, so I think Dennis is like 90% overall. He's probably, so this is going to help him get him right to the 100% because he's absolutely loving these comments. Steve Andrews, this will up there with the best of him. Steve Andrews, what was your thoughts there, dude?
Dennis, like I said in the chat that I could really relate to that because I've actually had, you know, alcohol problem myself. And I've had other problems with other substances. And so I know what it's like to be under the spell of whatever the addiction is. And I know how hard it is to get through it and get away from it. And what I liked in the song was the contrast between the vocals, the angry one and the sad one. And as I said, there's a survival in there. You've got through this. And I liked the spoken word, which was a change to the rest of the song that came in at the end. So I thought the whole thing was just an amazing production and of what he wanted to say. I think it worked really well. And I'm really glad that you've got through, you know, the problem that you've been through, which I can understand. So, yeah.
Well said, everyone. Dennis Ashton, till the next time, man. Love you, brother. Right. It's been a wonderful show tonight again. So the longest show for a while, 2.5 hours nearly. Hey, it just flew in, didn't it? I'm going to stop the recording now. I'm going to stop the main speaker over here, and we're going to end the show with my Peace Train. That's Jeannie's band, Jeannie L. Thompson, and the Peace Train. I've got about 2,500 people doing this, and we're going to start. Let's start the Peace Train. Let's stop the show.
More.
Get your Peace Trains up, Shane. Come on.